The Moon, our natural satellite, a silent companion to Earth for more than 4 billion years. Always there, illuminating our nights and governing the tides, yet at the same time, it remains one of the most enigmatic celestial bodies in the entire universe. For centuries, humanity gazed at it in wonder. For some cultures, it was a goddess, for others, a guardian of time. The Mayans used it to calculate their calendars, the Egyptians linked it to rebirth, and in many civilizations, it was a symbol of fertility, mystery, and eternity. But behind the Moon's beauty lie secrets that still spark debate. The first is its origin. The most widely accepted theory claims that it was born after a colossal collision between Earth and a Mars-sized object called Theia. From that impact, countless fragments came together in space, giving shape to the Moon we know today. Yet some scientists argue that there are details in its composition that don't quite fit, as if part of its story is still hidden. Another great mystery is its dark side. For thousands of years, humanity could only see one face of the Moon, always the same, because it rotates at the same speed that it orbits Earth. That hidden hemisphere gave rise to legends of lost civilizations, secret bases, and even theories of extraterrestrial contact. When it was finally photographed by space probes, it revealed a rugged, cratered landscape, very different from the side we see. But questions remain. Why is there such a stark difference between its two faces? The Moon also hides secrets within its interior. Seismic records from the Apollo missions showed that, when struck, the Moon seemed to vibrate like a hollow bell, a phenomenon that still lacks a definitive explanation. Is it simply due to its rocky composition, or does it hint at something deeper? For decades, scientists believed the Moon was completely dry. But recent discoveries revealed frozen water in permanently shadowed craters near its poles. This finding could change the future of space exploration, as it would allow humanity to use the Moon as a base for deeper journeys into space. Beyond science, the Moon has always been wrapped in myths and cultural mysteries. From werewolves to lunar deities, from poetry that calls it a mirror of the soul, to myths that portray it as the dwelling place of spirits. Its symbolic power has marked humanity as much as its gravitational pull on the oceans. And in modern times, the Moon has become the stage for countless theories and conspiracies. Some claim there are artificial structures hidden on its surface, remains of lost civilizations, or even secret bases of unknown origin. While there's no conclusive evidence, the Moon's enigmatic nature continues to fuel these stories. Today, we know more about the Moon than ever before. We've walked on its surface, collected samples, and photographed it from every angle. Yet with each answer, new questions arise. What secrets does its dark side hold? What role did it play in Earth's earliest history? And what will it mean for our future when we use it as a stepping stone to other worlds? The Moon, radiant and mysterious, reminds us that even what seems closest can remain an unfathomable mystery. Each night, when we look up at it, we see not just a satellite, but an eternal symbol of the unknown. The United States' journeys to the Moon marked a before and after in the history of humanity. Apollo 11, in 1969, took Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin to step onto an alien world, leaving indelible footprints on the lunar surface. But along with pride and achievement, doubts, theories, and mysteries were also born, mysteries that even today make us question what really happened on those missions. One of the most discussed enigmas is that of the dark and unexplored zones. Although astronauts walked in areas near the lunar equator, much of the satellite remains uncharted territory. The question is, why has the United States not returned in half a century, despite having proven the technological capability? What was in those hidden places that were never shown to the public? Some researchers claim that Apollo photographs contain impossible shadows and lights that do not match the sun's position. This has led to speculation that part of the images were altered, or that not everything the astronauts saw reached the eyes of the world. Another mystery involves the censored transmissions. It is said that, at certain moments, communication between the astronauts and NASA was suddenly cut off for several minutes. Unconfirmed versions suggest that during those silences, strange objects were described on the lunar surface, lights that seemed to move, or even structures that could not be explained. The so-called forbidden zones of the Moon also feed the enigma. Enormous craters on the far side, where probes have detected magnetic anomalies, and regions where material appears younger than expected, as if they had been recently altered. Could there be something there we still do not understand? Or something we are not meant to see? The fact that, after 6 successful missions, human expeditions suddenly stopped leaves even more questions. The United States spent billions to reach the satellite, and then abruptly canceled the programs, as if the mission had ended with something that was never revealed. There is also the mystery of the lunar rock analysis. Many of the samples brought back contained surprising components, with isotopic traces that did not match what was expected. Some even suggest that part of those rocks were substituted during the process of public disclosure. And finally, the greatest question. What did the astronauts really see? Some testimonies, decades later, hint that they encountered phenomena they could not explain. Vague accounts of lights watching us from the edges of the craters, and of the feeling of not being alone. The moon, with its zones of eternal shadow, its mystery-shrouded poles, and its impenetrable far side, still keeps secrets that defy our understanding. The U.S. missions brought us closer to its surface, but at the same time left a legacy of unanswered questions. Perhaps the most unsettling thing is not what we saw of the moon, but what was never shown to us. What was left in silence, among interrupted transmissions, incomplete images, and regions never visited. A part of the truth seems to remain hidden in the shadows, and with it, the greatest mystery of all. What truly lies within the darkness of our satellite? The moon has always offered us its light in the darkness of the night, but on its surface, in its hidden craters and unexplored regions, it seems to conceal secrets that challenge everything we think we know. The Apollo missions gave us the illusion of having conquered its mystery, but the more we analyze its shadows, the more questions arise. Silenced transmissions, forbidden regions, inexplicable anomalies, and accounts that never reach the public. The feeling that part of the truth was hidden from us is as powerful as it is unsettling. Perhaps the moon is not just a dead satellite. Perhaps it holds traces of something that was there before us, or maybe of something that still watches us from the shadows. Every crater, every shadow, every silence from the missions seems to echo a deeper secret. The truth is, the moon has not revealed everything. What we saw was only part of the story, and what has not yet been told could change everything. This is only the beginning. In the second part, we will delve into hidden testimonies, leaked files, and the unofficial stories of astronauts who swore they saw the impossible. Prepare yourself, because what you will discover goes far beyond science, into the forbidden realm of the unexplainable. The moon continues to watch us in silence. And perhaps, very soon, we will finally discover what lies within its eternal shadows.